Hello, hello, hello. I'm sitting in the middle of the universe tonight. I'm actually not at home. Kaya's not at home either. So we're both doing it from not being home. So come on in. Just wait a few moments for people to come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to November.
We have already Katharina and Anka there. Hello.
Hello. Hello, Katharina and Anka.
And Anka, you now, thank you for your donation.
Yes, thank you, Anka, so much for your donation. So Kaya and I have decided that this month and going forward will be, so we've realized that we've been doing this since February. So it's been a lot of fun, and it's been really, really great, and we're so grateful that all of you guys have joined us and we've been able to read for you. So we've decided that we're going to ask for a donation now for the readings. So what I'm going to do, if you haven't, please say hello when you come in. Let us know that you're here.
Sandy's here. Thank you, Sandy, for your donation. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Sandy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your donation, Sandy. So yeah, we're just letting people know, for those of you that maybe didn't read the description or had a look at the details, that Kaya and I have made a step
yes.
to ask for donations for the readings that we do in the live events now.
Oh, you're frozen, Antoinette.
So
Antoinette is frozen. I don't know if you still hear her.
I think it may be her, but I'm not sure. But here, she's back.
Yes, you're back. I didn't hear.
Okay, it might be mine. It's probably mine. I'm not home, so yeah, we may have a little bit of freezing now and again. So bear with us. We're doing the best we can with the internet. It's different to when I'm normally at home. So we're going to ask the angels to help us and just clear it all out so that we're able to stay on for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just, okay, Kaya, will I paste the link in the comments for the PayPal?
Yes,
so that people know where they can donate.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Antoinette will post the link for the donation. If you haven't done, you can do it afterwards as well, or during the readings. We're very grateful. We have realized that we put a lot of work in these readings. We have a lot of fun. We have learned a lot, and it is time for us to make a step and ask for a bit reward or an exchange.
An even exchange. And let's just call it an even exchange. Yeah.
And what we haven't done, I will start with it when Antoinette is posting, as ever, we haven't, for people coming new in, said who we are. That most of you now.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. While I'm posting, it's so good to have two people, because when one person's down, the other person can speak.
Yeah. So just I'm Kaya Zignamari. I'm an intuitive channel. I do sessions as well, and I'm not yet back, but in the middle end of November I'm back, and I will really be then 100% on heart to heart. So if you like to get personal readings, sessions, healing sessions, I'm then open for that. And I will propose then as well card readings. I haven't set up the price at the moment. And I can announce, Antoinette, we had our first double session 3 weeks ago. We did that. It was amazing. And we will.
It was amazing.
It was
completely not planned, but we surrendered to the universe, and yes, we did do a double session together. So that was amazing.
Yeah, I loved it a lot, and I had the feeling it is double healing in a way.
Yeah, it's like double healing. Yeah, that's right. Double healing, double intuition, double everything. So yeah, so we decided to give it a go. In the past, a few people have asked us about do we do sessions together. So it came up and we gave it a go, and it was a huge success, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
So going forward, it could be something that if you're interested in, if you would like to have like a double session, like a session with both of us, you know, doing healing or doing card readings or guidance or whatever comes in intuitively, we're open to give it a shot. So if you are willing to give it a shot, then yeah, we're open to give it a shot. So yeah.
Yes. So, what else do you do, Antoinette? I saw you have set up the PayPal link now for everybody coming in.
Yes.
Like to
So
make
I've
the
just
donation now.
Yeah. So it's in the comments. So if you would like to have a reading, we're going to give priority to the people that have donated already. So what we'll do is if you can donate, please donate, and then we will give you a reading because we're giving priority to the people that have given the donation. And we'll just see how we progress through the live and see how we go. Yeah, I'm just having a bit of a check just to have a look and make sure that it's all going okay.
It's fine. It's fine. The link is up in the comments.
I'm just trying to follow some comments, which is really difficult to do. Okay.
So I have on the list for the moment. Zahra has donated as well. She's not yet there. Maybe she sleeps and she will.
Maybe she fell asleep this time because it's they also had a time change in Canada. So it may be 1 hour later for her. So it could be 3 a.m. I'm not really sure, but I know that they had a change. So she might be sleeping. So yeah.
So she gets a reading anyway, then she will listen to the replay.
She'll watch the replay.
And what I would say for the moment, Anka is the first one, then Sandy. If Zahra is stepping in. Katharina, if you like to give a little donation, you're the third one. And we will see what would happen then.
I'm just trying to keep up with looking at the comments. So.
Yeah, Sandy has some special wishes, but we can come back then when we are there.
Yeah, sure.
Do we give a little overview over the energies of November?
Yes. And I guess I better introduce myself now that we've been on for probably 20 minutes. And for those of you that don't know me, my name's Antoinette Tompson and I'm an intuitive healer and a writer. And I've also I'm in the process of publishing my own oracle card deck, healing deck. So this is what it will look. Oops, I have to play with this today because I've got the background. So it's Paint a Purpose Healing Oracle. That it's actually in production at the moment, so hopefully will be available soon. It is available for pre-order. If you would like to pre-order, you can go to my website, www.antoinettettompson.com. So intuitively guided, I do chakra balancing, aura work, I do past life regression work, I do channel messages. What else do I do? Numerology. I do a lot of different things. I work intuitively. So I'm also a Reiki practitioner. So I do Reiki distance healing as well. I've been, since with COVID and everything, I've been doing everything via distance. So wherever you are in the world, I'm able to offer you Reiki distance healing. And so and energy alignment and chakra balancing and all that sort of thing. So I work intuitively, and when I receive information, I go ahead and I basically do what they say. So so that's just a brief rundown. So yes, shall we talk about the energies, Kaya?
A little bit then, yes.
And I think I may have frozen again.
Yes. I don't know if you hear me when I think when Antoinette is frozen, everything is frozen. Because she is guiding the life. Yes, she's frozen again. Hello. I will have a look what's happening on Facebook at the moment, if you hear me or if it's frozen. You're back. You're back.
I'm back.
And I think when you're frozen, I'm frozen as well.
Okay. Yeah. So we're just gonna have to bear with us tonight because it's playing up. So if it stops, please bear with us and we'll be back. It reconnects automatically, but it will just have to, we might just have a little bit of a delay when that happens. So
Katharina,
yeah.
First of all, thank you for your donation, Katharina. Katharina's
Thank you, Katharina.
When we are frozen, I still there. So when you're frozen, I will go on then.
Continue. Okay. Yeah, we've had to do this before. So, you know, we just have to make do with what we can do. So I'm just writing you down, Katharina.
Yeah. And Phyllis,
thank you so
Phyllis
much.
Stepped in. Hello, Phyllis.
Hello, Phyllis.
Welcome. And just to
Welcome.
tell you, if you would like to get a reading, we do it today on donation basis. You find the link for the donations in the comments as well. And we need your permission to ask for a reading, please. Then we can give you a reading. And if you have a special question for everybody, you can write them in the comments as well. If there's some topic, it's around heart wisdom, but this can relate to work, to love, to life,
if you
whatever.
have a specific question, yeah, just let us know. Or if you just want general guidance, you can also have general guidance. If you would like anything around your heart, you know, what your heart's trying to tell you, you can let us know that as well. So I've also noticed Christiane's come in and she said she can hear us. So welcome, Christiane.
Hello.
So maybe when the picture disappears, then we can still talk. maybe you can still hear me. Maybe there's no way of me knowing. So yeah, this is just going to be touch and go, I think. But we'll do the best we can. So, all right, a quick overview of November.
Yes.
So October was a big month. For me, I'm sure it was a big month for all of you. For me personally, I had to do a lot of work around self-worth and balancing up, you know, between giving and receiving. So that was a big topic for me. And also setting boundaries was another big topic, you know, for me, knowing when it's better to let something go or let someone go, and put yourself first and your own self-care first, which is something that I've struggled with all of my life. So it was quite challenging for me, October. But November, okay, I did do a post for November with a few of the little themes that I channeled. So I'll just read those little themes out. They're not little, but just themes. So for November, a time for remembrance. So it's all about remembering who we are, who we truly are in our authentic self, what our soul wants to speak to us, what our heart wants to speak to us. So, you know, we have 11/11 in November, which is a huge portal for remembering our blueprint, our authentic selves, what we came here to do, our purpose. So last week we had Halloween, which opened up, you know, with the veil was very thin, and there's a lot of messages from spirit coming in. So, you know, from Halloween up to 11/11 is a portal as well, and then it comes into climax on 11/11. So it's all about remembering who we truly are, what we came here to do. You know, there can be a lot of activations, either activations through people or through events, or just through self-reflection. The number 11 is about the spiritual messenger. So when we break that down into a 2, it's about nurturing and the mother figure and understanding and compassion. So compassion for oneself and compassion for other people. So, and November 2021 in particular is a month of 7 in numerology. So it's all about internal reflection and going within and listening to our heart and listening to our soul and trying to remember who we authentically are and what we came here to do. So we're talking about activations and reflections, connection with your soul, trusting your intuition. Patience, it's been a big one for me last month also. And I'm sure it's going to continue this month as well, having patience, to trust in divine timing and know that we cannot control every situation, just like just what's happening tonight with the internet, we cannot control. And me being a Capricorn, I like to always be organized. But in the last probably 3 months or so, control has been a big trigger for me in terms of giving away control and just surrendering to the universe, and know that things will happen when they're meant to happen in divine timing and not your timing. And your timing may not necessarily be the same as divine timing, which in more than often it's not. So internal balance and reflection, and the universe has your back. So again, a big trust and surrender, knowing that the universe, and I have the beautiful backdrop of the universe tonight, because I wanted to know that even the universe is behind us. So even figuratively, the universe is behind me in the Zoom. However, it's the universe has always got our back, and it's difficult in times for us to, when things are not going the way we want them to, or we're suffering from anxiety, or we're depressed, and we think the universe has left us, is not supporting us, but it's always supporting us. And it's in that moment, it's really hard to know that is happening, and hard to believe that is happening, but the universe is always there with, holding us and supporting us and nurturing us. So yeah, the universe has our back. So I will give over to Kaya so she can give a little bit of a rundown on what she channeled for November. Yeah. Do you want to go ahead, Kaya? And
yes,
I will read though, when I was studying Kaya's picture, her artwork, this was the message that I received. The blossoms and fruits of an expanding heart are a playground for transformative miracles and bliss. The words are not coming out. Yeah, so that was the channeled message that I received when I was looking at Kaya's beautiful artwork. Over to Kaya, and I'll check some of the comments.
Christiane, thank you. You donated as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Christiane. Thank you so much.
I don't know what about Phyllis. We would like to give you a reading. Have a look for the donation link. And Elena is popping in. I don't know, Elena, if you want to.
Oh, Elena. Hey, Elena. So good to see you. I'm just having a look at trying to catch up.
Do that. And when I was listening to you, Antoinette, it's so interesting that you talked about October, because this was for me a huge month as well.
Yeah.
Some might have seen, I went to Croatia for a film project on a little paradise island, I would like to call it. And I did a post because I was 2 years ago on the island next to that island. And it was, I had so deep revelations back then. And I was posting a bit naive, what will happen this time? And I had such a romanticized fantasy of this film shooting in the sun and under palm trees, swimming every evening. And well,
no,
different. No. And I actually had this really clear revelation in October that this work is so not nourishing me, and then I still do it because of fear that I don't have enough money. So what is never a good reason to do something. And I'm since yesterday in Germany, and yesterday evening I'm so exhausted. And here I realized that this exhaustion I carry since years is also doing not what is fulfilling me. I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah.
And now November is the month to let it deeper sink in and have a look what now. So I think most of you know, because you're following, I painted in January. I have a photo here, my travel version, an artwork with 12 squares, and now we're in November. Here this month, you saw it in the announcement. And it is so interesting because in the meantime, I forgot what I channeled every month, and I'm really surprised how fitting that is. And this is Thank You, Spirit. I pulled 2 cards as well. It was the Eagle Spirit, Spirit has your back, and the Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit. So we come back to the universe and Spirit. For me, this is one, or it's different names for Spirit has your back, the universe has our back. And I will read you quickly what I channeled back then, and then we will go into the readings. So, and Antoinette, this is coming back to impatience and trusting the first is now we are asked to trust. We are not capable to think as we used to think, to plan with our minds. Spirit has a plan. Spirit tells us which actions to take. We just have to follow. No overthinking. An idea is popping up, do it. Someone's come to in your mind, contact this person. Something feels off, stop it. It's about feeling and listening. We will get all the information we need. We will get all the answers we need in the perfect moment and divine timing. We just have to listen and to follow. Listen and follow. This is a month filled with sparkle and miracles. We are provided with all what we need in every moment. All we are needing to move on is there for us, as if the universe is inside you. Feel the love, the creativity, the excitement, and your limitless wisdom. This wisdom that we all have access to through our hearts. The best receivers, as long as they are wide open. So take care of your heart. Take care that it lasts open no matter what will happen worldwide. The high-speed fiber connections made of love are accessible ever and for everyone without conditions. We just have to open our hearts and receive. Being part of the never-ending exchange of love and universal wisdom. Giving and receiving, receiving and giving. Following the voice of our hearts. This is a month of creation, of spark, of exchange, of cooperation. This is all the month for love relationships to reach another level of intimacy. And for those still alone, for several possibilities to meet a soulmate, a like-minded and like-hearted soul partner.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Wow, there's some new people coming in.
Great. So
Eleanor, if you would like to have a reading, we are actually, I've pasted my PayPal, and this goes for everybody that hasn't yet donated. I've actually pasted my PayPal link at the top of the comments. If you would like a reading, please go ahead and donate as guided. There is no minimum amount. If you would just like to listen and not have a reading, you're very, very welcome. You can stay on and you can listen to the readings that we will be giving for other people. Everyone is welcome to stay on and just listen. So there's hi Nath. I'm joining for the first time. Finally, it worked. And I think Mario is here as well.
Yeah. I think so too.
Hey. Hi.
Mario.
Thank you. So welcome everybody. So Nath is very happy that he would love a reading if there is time. Thank you. Okay. And I'm not sure if it's Nathalie, is that how you pronounce your name? I hope that's how you pronounce your name. If you would like a reading, please go up to the top of the comments and please donate whatever you can. Yeah, and then we will go through. We'll give priority to the people that have donated. So we've got a list happening at the moment. So we shall start to give our readings. Okay.
I make the list I have. We start with Anka, then Sandy, then Katharina.
Yep.
Phyllis, I don't know if you have donated yet. You would be the fourth. If not, it's Christiane. She has donated. And Nas or Nathalie. This is what I have.
Yes. Yes. So if like I said, if you don't want to have a reading, that's totally fine. You can just stay on and you can join us and stay in the energy and watch what we do, and then perhaps then you can, if you would like to then have a reading, you can just jump in at any time. Okay, Kaya, shall we begin?
Yes, we start with Anka.
Now, I'm having a bit of a problem with the comments, so they're not coming up.
Ask for general, so whatever in her situation will come up now.
Okay, all right, great. Because I can't see all the comments, so Nath, that's fine if you don't have a PayPal. That's totally fine. You can stay on and you can, like I said, you can share in the energy and you can watch and he or she, I'm not sure if it's a he or she, but it is okay. Thank you. No, thank you for commenting. Okay, Anka, shall we begin with Anka?
Yes, let's start the readings. And for everybody else listening, often you will find information for you in readings from others as well. If you've donated on it, this is nothing to do with that. And we will find the replays on our pages, and I will this time have the time to give it a video on YouTube as well with timestamps, so you can come back to your readings every time. You don't have to make notes, just listen.
Okay, Anka. So first of all, I'm going to use my deck, Pain to Purpose, Healing Oracle. And let me see if I can position this properly so that you're able to see it. It's a bit tricky when you've got the background. So I hope you can see it.
It's good.
Oops. Whoa, playing a bit of a game tonight. Okay, so, okay, let me just put it up a little bit. Yeah, you've just got to get it right on this. It's a bit tricky. Okay, so Anka, your card is originality. So if we look at the picture, it's a little embryo inside the mother's womb. So when I'll put the card down so that you can actually see me when I'm reading, because this is tricky when you're doing this. I'm not used to having the background, but because I'm not at home, I have the background. It's like, oh, you've got to juggle around. So yeah, so bear with us, bear with me. It's I was out saving ducklings just an hour ago, so yeah, it's been a busy hour. Okay, Anka, originality. So when I look at the card and I look at the womb, I feel like something. What I'm getting is there's going to be a rebirth, and November is a perfect time for rebirth. And if you go and listen to Kaya's new moon in Scorpio is the sign of rebirth and transformation. So for me, when I look at this card and I channel for you, Anka, it's like there's like in the picture there's like a little seed there, which is the little cell, like from one cell, and then it's the womb around, and I'm feeling like you've planted a seed. Like there's something that you've put your energy into. You've planted a seed, and you're actually holding it within you, giving it the energy, nurturing it, fertilizing it. And it's growing, and it will take time to grow, but it's a process that you've actually started. You may not even be aware that you've actually started the process, like consciously. So the universe might be conspiring, is possibly conspiring, and you're not even aware. However, know that the seed has been planted. It's going to start growing, and it's going to birth something new and fantastic, and it's going to be greater than what you ever thought it would be. There's no time frame for this, you know, and you know, I look at all the red around it, and it's something that it's something that's going to bring you a lot of security, stability, prosperity, and abundance. It's around the base chakra with the red. Excuse me. So it's all about abundance, and it's about nurturing that seed, nurturing that seed to give life to it, to give energy, to nurture it, understand it, give it compassion, give it love. And I feel like it's even though it's like in a womb, it's coming straight from your soul. It's coming straight from your heart, like from your heart's desires. So keep watering, they're saying, keep watering, keep nurturing. It's going to be greater. It's going to be far greater than what you ever imagined. It's wanting to show you that with love and with compassion and with understanding and with patience, they're saying, with patience, and everything will come in divine timing, which is one of the things that we read out, you know, that before, about having patience and trusting in divine timing and surrendering. But this is different because you're taking an active role. Like, it's, you know, when a mother carries the baby, the mother nurtures the baby in the womb, feeds it, you know, nourishes it, keeps it, supports it, keeps it growing. It's almost the same thing that you're doing, that you are actually holding the space for this seed to grow, whether or not you're doing it consciously or subconsciously. But you know, it has its blood supply, it has its life, it has its oxygen, it has its nourishing, it's being watered, it's being fertilized, you know. So yeah, and it's something that's going to come from your originality. It's something that is going to be you. It's not going to be anyone else. It's going to be very, very heart, coming from a heart space, coming from your soul, coming from your blueprint. Like, it's something that you're birthing that will be just yours and no one else's. And it will have the hallmarks of Anka written all over it. It'll just be purely Anka. So yeah, so that's your card. I will draw another card for you. I'm drawn to, I've got a few decks here with me. So this one is from the deck. It's a Gabriella Bernstein deck. The universe has your back, if I can get it in shot. The universe has your back. So can we have a message for Anka? Okay. So this is your second card, Anka. I choose to learn through love. So you've had quite a learning process, and we all have a big learning process. But I think the this is so tricky. I'm normally move it all around, but I can't do that tonight, so that's okay. I just have to learn not to move my arms around. I choose to learn through love. And again, if you look at the pink and the red, like the red's coming in and the pink obviously around the heart, but I really think that to some degree you've come to a point where you are surrendering, even though, look, we all have our moments when we, you know, when we get impatient and we just want to control situations. But you're learning through love. And I think a lot of that love is relating to yourself, to self-love. We, you know, all of us struggle with self-love, and I think you've done a lot of transformation in terms of your self-worth and self-love, and within that you're able to connect and open your heart space, which will birth beautiful new things from that place of love, and not maybe from a place of ego compared to the heart. And our learning process and our spiritual path is to connect with our hearts, is to open our hearts, and you know, the death of the ego is the spirituality path. So connecting with that inner love that you have in yourself, and also the love that you have for others and the universe and everything in the universe, because I believe that you are very grateful for what you have, but it's the impatience and the ego that come in, that set in, and then say, no, I want more, or I want this, or I want this now, and I'm not wanting to wait. This is how I want it. This is exactly how I want it. But I feel like that's how you might have been in the past, but not so much going forward. You've said, okay, I come from a place of love. I come from a place of surrender.
Oh,
I don't have any expectations. I'm not looking. Oh, am I gone? Am I back?
You're back. You're back.
Okay. Yeah, please tell me if I go, because I can't know. So then I'll stop talking. So yeah, I just lost the channel. Coming from a place of love, yeah, not having that's right, sorry. I lose it for a little bit. Not having expectations, not having specific expectations, and saying, this is how I want it, but now being more open to receive in any shape or form that the universe is going to give it to you. So I hope that helps, Anka. Okay, one more card.
Let me step in, Antoinette. Let me step in, because you will laugh.
Yes, please.
Both. Antoinette and
okay,
Anka, you will laugh. See this image. And the card is called Lebensfreude. That's the German for joy of living.
Aha, beautiful.
And see the house that is exploding from love and beautiful flowers. And when you said planting the seeds, so Anka, you know, we have a house again. We have
the house comes up again. There's no key, but there's a house.
I saw the same. The key is gone, but there's a house. And the love is coming. It is so interesting, because on one hand I see this house is stable, so this is like a fundament. I see it more in yourself, what you're building up at the moment, and out of this fundament the beautiful flowers start to grow, to flower, and filling up the house. So just I have one image. One is that the old image of the house will explode because of these flowers coming out. This idea, this concept you had of this house and what it means to you, it's already crumbling. And what Antoinette, it's originally, is Anka, your creativity, your being so totally yourself in your weirdness and specialty as well, will create the new house, what is you. And out of this, all on the outside will manifest, and it will be, as Antoinette, so much bigger than you can imagine. So it's good that you're your concepts, but you told ego, the ideas, how it has to be, that it has to crumble to make space, that this can create itself. And as I saw also a plant seated when I saw your first card, Antoinette.
Yeah.
And now this is coming to, it's flowering, it's coming out. And what I love as well are these two lovely ladies here. What I see in this is also an image for not being alone, not on every level in your life situation, in your work situation. It's not, Anka, I have to do all this alone. Nobody helps me. I just, you're a very strong woman. And I think you use a lot of your power as well to hold yourself together. What is crumbling at the moment, totally. What is frightening, for sure. And when all these old concepts are melting, crumbling away, there's space for so much more, and for people to co-create and to co-live and to work together as well. And it's just, as Antoinette said, the impatience is also a form of not trusting. So, and what is helping, as Antoinette, it's love, it's going in your heart, breathing, coming back when your mind is going crazy and can't think what it can't think. This is such an interesting information for me for November. I choose to learn through love and look through the heart. We will go, this is in general, and Anka, for you especially as well, we all will be confronted in the next time that we can't think the things that our minds try to grab, and it's not possible. It's not possible. So Antoinette, I don't know if you have another card. I just, sorry that I stepped in, but it was so.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Do you have another card? Do you feel like there's?
No, for me, I think this is all said.
I think there was another card because it just fell out. Right, okay. This is another one from the universe. Has your back. My fearless, if I can get it into the shot, my fearless freedom lights up the world.
Yeah. Wow, that's beautiful.
So this will be the result, Anka. This will be the result of you surrendering and trusting and going from a place of love, learning from a place of love, not from your head, but from your heart. And when I can get this to actually, there you go. My fearless freedom lights up the world. So it's having that, not having that fear to be yourself, not having that fear to be original and be different and unique. And it's that fearless freedom of creating from a seed that's going to light up the world with your beautiful lights. So I think that was just a good card that wanted to come out, just to summarize, like what will happen if you do take these steps. You know, it's like in the present, then in the future, this will happen where your light will light up the world. So I hope that helps, Anka. Again, I'm having trouble seeing all the comments. I can't seem to go back for some reason today. So it's I hope it helps, Anka. I hope it resonates. Do you have anything else to add, Kaya?
No. I think this was the last. This was made it around what this card you pulled. This is really
yeah.
So
okay.
Karen Ann have stepped in. It's so beautiful to have you here, Karen Ann.
Yes, thank you, Karen Ann.
We prioritize people who have donated today. So if you would
She's actually donated. She's actually donated.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I haven't
I'm
seen that. Thank you very much, Karen Ann.
Thank you, Karen Ann. Thank you so much.
So then we were Sandy, Katharina, Christiane, and then Karen Ann. And we will
And we
do
have Zahra
at the end. Yes. So, Sandy, and thank you all for your donation. This is really touching.
Thank you so much. It means so much to us. You know, we're very blessed, and we're very grateful for your support, and we are truly privileged to be able to read for you, and we thank you for your trust and your kind donations. So thank you so much.
Sandy has written that she started a new work. She will start on the 18th, and wants to know about change in personal life. Everything is changing for her, obviously. So Sandy, we will ask.
Okay.
But you have to know what will support you and help you.
So Sandy wants to know about her new job. Is that right, Kaya?
And yeah, how this will work out, and she wants to make changes in her personal life as well.
Okay.
And I've got the first card. Oh,
go ahead, Kaya.
It's one of the this French deck. I just have these two decks, and the name is connection with your inside, with your interior. Connexion intérieure in French. When I see this card, so I got the feeling you are already, it's like a pathway you see here. You're standing here, and at the moment, everything seems new. And what it feels for me that you are right on track. So whatever is happening in your life at the moment and the changings, interesting, this light flashes, that you don't know at the moment where this will lead to, and it is really a beautiful path. There you have two options coming. Do you see that? And whatever option you choose, there's no wrong or right there. They will lead you where you have to go. It's just different ways. And the universe, what you see here outside on the card, is actually in you and give you these wings to fly. So this is very poetic. What means is in concrete. The card is
they give it to us poetically sometimes.
Yeah, my feeling is that your mind is going crazy at the moment, and you want to grab and you want to figure out, and in a way control as well, having control about what is happening while you are already in the midst of a deep transformation. And this transformation comes from your inside, and with a new job, it's already manifesting on the outside. But the job is just like one puzzle piece of your life, changing profoundly at the moment on every level. So it's like, this is one step, a puzzle piece, or like steps. You go and big information is relax, nothing's under control. And you can't control what is happening. And the best advice, or what the information I got for you, is really to relax in everything what is happening. When something is triggering you, when something is not under control, different as you wanted it, when you can just step back inwards and breathe. Feel all what's going on here in your system. But try not to react out of the first impulses. Just breathe. Just breathe and let it happen in a way. What not means when somebody is hurting you, for sure. This is always the point to say stop. But when things are not going in the way you thought they have to go, they should go, you wanted them to go, on every level in your work. Starting a new work is exciting. It's a huge thing for our nervous system. You have to learn new things, work with new people. And see this little angel here. For me, it's like the invitation to observe for the moment, whatever is happening. Just like she is, for her, everything is a miracle for this angel. She's not judging. She's not saying, I wanted this different. It has to be different. For her, it's everything like, oh, they do this like this. Interesting. Ah, okay. Here in this environment, this is handled like this. Interesting. She's not judging. She's just like a child with a great innocence, observing. She doesn't want people to do things different, but she allows herself, on the other hand, to do everything on her own way. And this is what I have a feeling is a message for you too. Observe others. Let them be like they are on every level in your private life as in work. Feel when something is triggering you, for sure. It's not about ignoring that. But with the same approach, like, okay, this is doing this to me. This is hurting. There's a wound. Okay, what to do? And breathe, and not to react out of the reactions. I hope this makes sense. And I give to Antoinette. You're tuning in. You have already information. I see that.
Yeah, it's happening again, and I love it so much. And for you guys that have been on here with us from the beginning or joined us so many times, you'll be able to see how the messages are in synchronicity, like between Cara and I, because it's you know, and I love it, because the first card from this is the one from my deck, Sandy, and it's rebellion.
Okay. This is really interesting.
And it's really interesting because, you know, especially I was listening to what Kaya was saying, but especially with the arrow, towards the end, Kaya was saying about when the triggers come up, oh, you do it this way. Oh, maybe I can do it this way. Maybe I can rethink and do it this way. And when this card first came out, so as little bursts of rebellion, so the message is, as little bursts of rebellion began to emerge. You're starting to rebel, Sandy. You're starting to really connect with your heart space, which is, you know, the indicative of the green and the pink here in the middle of the target. So it's all about coming from, like, as if someone has shot an arrow into your heart space. And when Kaya was saying about the triggers, and recognizing when you are being triggered and how you are being triggered, and how maybe you can change your perception about that trigger and turn it and flip it and turn it into a blessing, and how it can be a learning experience. But I have a feeling that the work that you're going into, this new job that you have, is something that you've never actually done before. It's taken quite a lot of courage and strength within you, and it's almost like there's something or someone has come in like an arrow and just shot into the middle of your heart space and opened your heart space up, and you've actually rebelled against perhaps belief systems or patterns of the past, or a particular pattern or a particular trigger, or you may have even rebelled against a particular person, to actually go against what may be expected from you, or what may be normal for you, and go out of your heart space, not your head space. Go out of your heart space. It's almost like the arrow is like being some sort of trigger. Now, whether or not, like I said, whether that's a person or a belief system or a trigger from the past that has actually hit the bullseye, so to speak, hit the center of your heart space and said, it's time. You need to jump out of your comfort zone. You need to try something new. You need move forward, you need to take that leap of faith. So, you know, and it's also the arrows indicative of the triggers that might be coming along when you actually on your path, like Kaya said, about flipping it and seeing it from a different perspective or dealing with it in a different way. So yeah, so I feel that something has awakened within you, Sandy. You've actually taken action from your heart space, and you've said, okay, now it's time. I'm going to actually do something about it. This has really touched me at my core, like right in the middle of my heart. So I'm going to start taking this leap of faith, and it's going to have a ripple effect through to your personal life, as well as not only just your career or your working life. And you've worked through a lot of things that have pulled you back, and you know, and in this constant healing journey that we're on, we're always going to have triggers coming in. We're always going to have trigger, and you know, lesson repeated until learned, and all of that thing that we all of us go through, you know, through our healing journey. But you've taken already one step, that little burst of rebellion, and you said, no, I'm going to actually step out of my comfort zone. I'm going to, this arrow that has shot into my heart has opened my heart space, and I'm going to move forward from now on through my heart space. And if it means that I have to be a rebel, or I have to go against something that I used to do, or something that I used to believe in, or perhaps go against somebody else's opinion or decision, then you know what, I'm going to do it. That's what I feel like your heart is actually saying to you. You know what, I'm just going to do it, because I can't go back. I have to go forward. And then the next card is radical expansion. And if you look at that serpent's always a symbol of transformation. So they go hand in hand, because this screen, they go hand in hand, like rebellion and radical expansion. So in having that faith to observe and to be able, like Kai said, you're observing, like you've got your wings ready, you're grounding your wings, and you're thinking about all the different possibilities. And that rebel in you, that courage and that bravery within you, will give you the strength to be able to lift off and use those wings. And then it's going to bring so much radical expansion and transformation. And if you see the serpent, that's what the serpent is indicative of. So exciting times ahead. There's definitely a shift in the energy, isn't there, Kaya? Like, you know,
yeah. What I found interesting, their wings, I see a dragon as well, a powerful dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, and
yes,
and with wings,
the
wings coming back. And I have a second card as well, Sandy, where this will lead to. This card is called Rosengarten. It's the garden of roses. And what I see here is somebody so confident and doing it in your own way, is what's coming up when I listen to Antoinette. So even when other people do it different, and from your heart space out. And here we have the caterpillar and the butterfly. So big signs of transformation. And she is so confident in what she's doing, and special, very special person. So to for me, this rebellion is not against others. It is for you. It is for you to become so much more confident in your own way, even when other people are doing things different, and let the others do how they would like to do it, but don't become conformed with them. And this is so amazing that you start a new job, because you will step in that job already as another person as you were when you stepped in the former job. This is what I have for you as well. I hope this was helpful. And all our best wishes, my best wishes, I think, Antoinette, for all that's coming new
Absolutely,
in your life.
And we look forward to hearing how November goes for you. And you can come back and join us in December and see. But she actually has written down that it's true that the new job requires me to learn something new. I'm taking a chance. It all resonates with me. I'm indeed hoping of changes in my personal life. Oh, beautiful.
And there's another really amazing message here. Nat Behrenfeld, she said that Christiane donated for her. That's Nathalie. Nathalie, sorry, I didn't hear.
Oh, it's Nathalie. Oh, Nathalie. Right. Okay. Okay. All good.
Nathalie, you will be after Karen Ann. Nathalie. Okay.
So sorry, Nathalie. We didn't realize who you were.
So the next one is Katharina, and she wants something general, everything new job, on the verge of something new.
Okay. So she wants a guidance around what's coming in for her new.
For new work,
is that
new life.
New work. Okay.
Oh. I got a card.
You've got one? Go ahead.
Yeah. Katharina, is your German? I can say it's a card, Freiheit, what means freedom. And it's a woman with a bird. The first information I got for you, Katharina, is get rid of all the concepts you have how this should look like. I know you're an Aquarius, you're very fast thinker and a lot in your headspace as well. And for me, the bird is representing the element of air, but in a very earthy and deep connection with the earth. So I would say that. And I've got the feeling your mind will figure out at the moment how this can look like and figure out in every direction and really fast. So I should do this and this and this and this and then this and then this and this and this and this, and then it's going and you're sitting there and saying, no, I can't do this. I don't know how to do this. and this is something we all have to learn at the moment. We can't think with the mind our ways. And you're a really strong person. You're a good manifester as well. But when you're exhausted and when your mind is going crazy, you can't manifest out of this. So first of all, the information is come relax. Step back and relax and connect with nature. You know, you live in nature now, and maybe you have birds around you, animals. Connect with animals. Talk with them. Talk with them. Sit down on a bench in the sun. I know you have winter in Hamburg and it's cold, or winter is coming. When the sun is out, observe animals, observe birds, and talk with them. Talk with the birds, and they will give you information.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, Antoinette she will tell you she's an expert in talking with birds. While you talk with them, maybe you complain what is all not going, or observe them, how simple their life is. They're searching for something to eat. They're sitting in the sun, they're singing. All what you should do as well. Just eating good food, sitting in the sun and singing and dancing. You know, this is what you're here for on earth. And then you will illuminate so many people. Observe them, speak with them, and they will answer you. Or the answers will come then. And not when you are in front of your laptop on a paper on what to do next, making lists, how to do these steps. This will drive you crazy. These informations I got with this card, I give to Antoinette, and have a look. Maybe I have another card for you. I hope this was resonating.
Okay, Katharina. I have two cards for you, very similar in colors. So the first one is from my deck, and it's the Spirit card. This screen is very tricky. You have to get it in the right spot and then not move it. Okay. I hope you can see something. Oh, here. Okay, great. Okay, I've just learned I have to sit back with it. So Katharina, the first card is Spirit. So it's like what Kaya was saying, that you've got so many things going around in your head. And if you look at the picture, it's like a child with its toolbox, with its play box, its toy box, and it's got so many toys in the box, and you're just daydreaming, and you're just daydreaming about all these different possibilities. And I believe, if I read it correctly, you said you wanted to take your business online, but you miss, being around people and that. So it's very, very important for you to connect with your spirit now. So your childlike, to go into your inner child, and to have that toolbox, that toy box, all those toys that you like playing with. And I know that you're a very artistic and creative soul, and at the same time you're also a very free spirit, and you want to create in the way that you want to create, and you want to express in the way that you want to express. So what they're saying to you is to find the answers. You need to go into your inner child and allow yourself to explore your toy box. Go in, look at all the things that you love doing, look at all the things you love to play with, and see how, and think, put them all into this beautiful gold cloud. And like, to me, the gold cloud is the universe, and the universe is supporting and holding you. So you have so many gifts, and you need to check into that spirit, that free spirit that inner child has, to be able to, and like, it tunes into the birds and all that, because birds just play, birds just play, they jump, they explore, they forage for food, and it's the same type of thing, in that this card is telling you to explore into your toy box and go deep into your inner child, and allow yourself to play, and allow yourself to connect with those elements of yourself that give you the most passion and the most life and the most joy and the most fulfillment. Because I feel now you're like at a crossroads about where you want to go, and like we keep saying, we can't make our decisions from our mind anymore. It has to come from the heart space. The information is not coming from our mind. It has to come from our heart. And when you go to the core of what you want to play with, and what you want to create, and what you want to explore, then you'll be able to pick what toys you want to play with, and then create a situation where you're able to use. And they're saying to me, nothing about you is conventional. So, and you're an artist, and that makes absolute complete sense, in that, why don't, also at the same time, don't lock yourself in a box. And don't say, I need to do it online. Maybe you're saying that because of the pandemic and the situation that we have on a global scale. But at the same time, don't limit yourself to convention, they're saying to me. Allow yourself to explore within what lights you up, what brings you that happiness, and like, what makes that little Katharina laugh, and what makes that little Katharina sing and dance and have joy within her heart. So go in and connect with those, with those toys, with those tools that you have, with those skills and gifts that you have, so that you're able to then, bring them all together into a space which will serve you your highest, which serve your highest good. And then the second card is solar plexus chakra. So again, a lot of gold. I personally associate gold with the higher chakras, or with the universe and the crown chakra, as well. When we bring in light from the divine, I like to describe it as being gold. So, but when you look at this, it's got purple and the gold. So to me, it's all about bringing action through your heart space. Going in, looking at your, what you value, what your passion is, harness that, and then bring it into action through your heart space, and look at things like self-worth and self-esteem, and how much control you want to have on the situation, and how much you're willing to actually surrender and just let go and let the universe, but to me it's a beautiful, it's like the sun, it's like the golden rays of the sun, and the masculine bringing things into action, and grounding things, and having the faith and the confidence and the courage to go ahead and take that step. So very, very beautiful cards, Katharina. I don't think I can put both of them up, but if you have a look, you can see the similarities in the colors. There's a lot of gold. So I hope that helps. Yes.
It's interesting, Antoinette, because I pulled the second card as well, and this is the complementary card. It's yellow as well, but for me, it's really a feminine energy here. You have the moon, and look at this woman. So for me, it's like bringing both energies together. The manifester, the action of the masculine solar plexus energy, what you have, and going in dream space, surrendering, relaxing, and receiving the needed informations while relaxing before going in action.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the bringing balance between the masculine and the feminine. Totally. So like, the inner child and the emotion and the play and the spirit, which is the feminine side. And then you have the masculine side, and I love it again. Like, I love it how Kaya pulls out, and it's also the sun, and all that gold. So a lot of gold shining for you, Katharina.
Yes. And I know you like yellow, so just go with that energy.
Awesome.
And relax, really relax.
Just play. Just play.
Yes.
And don't put so much pressure on yourself, which is another thing with the solar plexus, because we always put a lot of pressure on ourselves and to be in a certain way, and they don't want you to be in a certain way. They, maybe what you will create will not be at all conventional, which probably will be the case knowing you. So so I'm just writing your cards down for you, Katharina.
And then we go.
So I hope that helps with some. I'm just going to have a look and see if Katharina has. Please comment, Katharina, if this has resonated for you.
She has commented that it resonates. Yes, I pull a card for Christiane. And after Christiane, we have Karen Ann and then Nathalie. Yeah. This is interesting. This is interesting on two levels. The card I found very interesting. And then it's a French card, and the name is Dépouillement. And I don't know what this means. I will find it out and write it. You will get all the cards in the comments, photos of the cards. You can come back to that, and then I will write down the traduction. But what stands out for me, it's a deep feminine energy of this card. This woman, you see the breasts and the moon, and really a big power in this feminine energy. It's interesting, as we had both energies in the last reading as well, and here it's different. This is really, I feel two things. I feel a deep wish to surrender, as if your system would like to give up from holding things together, from figuring things out. And it's time to do that step as well, to really letting go of the idea you have to hold your life together. You have to plan your life. Yeah, I know you've done a lot of work and you're in the midst of deep work, healing work on yourself at the moment. And as most people on earth and in this reading, obviously, are on the verge of stepping in something new, I see you gliding in this new, and this is up to you really to also to surrender to all what's happening in your life at the moment. And you're very good in this in the meantime. And you can go deeper in this and really listen to this inner voice. And it is so, I got really this image of the power of water. So on one hand, water is gliding around objects, obstacles. It's not stoppable. But when there's a big obstacle, it builds up until it has enough power to go over it or to break it or to melt it. And I see this power building up in you, and let yourself be carried by this power. Tears flowing as well, with a lot of water energy, and a lot of female energy power that wants to lead you. I leave it like this for the moment. I give to Antoinette, and I will pull a second card for later.
Christiana. So the card that I pulled out for you from my deck is curiosity. And what they're wanting me to tell you is indulge all of your senses. Indulge, ask questions. Indulge, listen to as much as you can. Question as much as you can. If you look at the drawing, we have our 5 senses. Open your mind and just enjoy. They want you to be curious. They want you to smell, to taste, to hear, to see, and to feel. They keep saying indulge in all of your senses that perhaps in the past you haven't quite allowed yourself to indulge in. They want you to just experience so much, and they want you to just explore and be curious about yourself, be curious about the world, be curious about others, be curious about everything around you, and to utilize every single sense that you have. They just want so much for you, Christiana. They just want you to be able to absorb in every shape or form, to be able to experience. And I think it's to me, it's around excuse me, around the present. Be present, use your senses, use even your psychic senses, like your clairvoyance, your clear seeing, your clear knowing, to be curious, to ask questions, and to not start, but to be in the moment. But they really want you to take advantage of everything that is available to you in this moment, to be able to experience every single thing in its highest degree, to be completely present, to be completely absorbing everything in every shape and its form, and to know that there is no right way, there is no wrong way. There is only the feelings that come from the heart, the feelings that come from, again, as I said about Katharina, the spirit. I'm just trying to be one with all of you, to encompass all of yourself, to encompass all of your feelings, to encompass all of what you see, to encompass all of what you taste and what to really, really enjoy. They really want you to be like a child that is experiencing things for the first time. And I know you've been on this healing journey and you've done so much amazing work and inner work. And it's almost now, you know what? It's time for you to enjoy it. It's time for you to like play and explore and go, you know, foraging and just look for new things and to just really take everything in. They really want you to be able to indulge yourself, give yourself permission to indulge. And then the next card that says, my vibes speak louder than my words. So that to me means they want you to stay in that state of oneness. They want you to stay in that state of innocence, in that state of clarity, in that state of curiosity, to love and to explore and to keep your vibe high, you know, because when we say my vibes speak louder than my words, it's all about the energy that we're holding and the vibration and the frequency that we're holding. And they want you to have a vibration and frequency of wonder and abundance and excitement and learning new things and experiencing new things. So your vibe, that energy, by being curious, you will have that higher vibe, because you'll be always wanting to learn more and you'll be always wanting to experience more and also do more in a lot of, actually do more. They're saying do more, experience more, live more. They want you to actually live more, and they're recognizing how much work you've done on yourself, and just try to keep that higher vibe. And if you look, you know, there's a lot of purple, but there's also a picture of a butterfly down here as well. Actually, two butterflies. So, you know, butterfly is a symbol of transformation and flying and exploring. So you're in for an exciting, there seems to be a theme, like it's really amazing, because through September and October, we went through a lot of heaviness and dense energy and a lot of inner work and triggering and you know, having to do the healing. But I feel like we've sort of come out on the other side now, and you've calibrated. They're saying to me, recalibrated your frequency to be of a higher vibration. So they want you to stay in that frequency and fly, you know, explore like a butterfly, have that freedom and that ability to be able to fly here and then fly there and then fly here and fly there and just go with the flow, you know, and surrender. So it's what I'm getting for you, Christiane. So I hope that gives you, I think Kai's got something to add by the looks of it. Yeah, I'll give over back to Kaya again.
I love this, and it's really interesting. I have the feeling we have common themes here. The card I pulled additional, it's called Tag und Nacht, what is day and night. And what I found so beautiful, you have a woman here, she has the moon, the feminine power in her back, and she holds the sun, the actions in her hand. So this is really, for me, what I see, the balance of getting the impulses, the creativity from the inside and taking it into action. So for me, this is a card also create your life. It's a very general energy, but Christiane, for you especially as well. So out of these impulses, this inner world, your inner knowing, create what you want to live. Bringing it really, it's an amazing card. She has the sun in her hands. And she has all the wisdom. She knows, but she knows not from this year. She knows out of her whole system in co-creation, in unity with the universe and all. There's no separation.
Yeah. She's sitting in the middle of the sun and the moon.
Yes.
So like, you know, sitting in the middle of the universe and channeling Princess Leia from Star Wars a bit.
An amazing strong woman.
Amazing strong woman that had a lot of curiosity.
And not only love interested, a warrior as well, a fighter, but very beautiful, graceful.
Gracious and very curious, as I do remember. She used to always ask a lot of questions. So but yeah, beautiful cards, and it's so amazing. Like every reading that we've given so far has been, I feel like so much of a lighter energy coming in, and you know, and about time, right? But about time, because we've certainly done it tough again this year, and particularly the last months, and I do believe we're going into eclipse season, correct? Would that be
we go
correct?
in eclipse season with the next full moon. Yay! Yeah. After retrograde season is finished, we go now in eclipse season.
yeah. So, you know, and eclipses always bring a lot of different energies. So it sort of goes in line with, you know, the butterfly flying here, flying there, flying here, flying where, you know, flying to where it needs to go. So that thing of being adaptable and having to change, and like there's so much change going on, and, you know, we're still in a universal year of 5. So, you know, a huge big year of transformation and change. So beautiful cards, Christiane. So I hope that really helps you. Please write to us and let us know if that is resonating with you. I'm just going to have a check of the...
Yeah, Christiane already wrote that it resonates. And
Great.
we go now to Karen Ann, and then it's Nathalie. And if
Great.
nobody else stepping in, we will do Zahra then.
Yes. Okay.
You want to
just
start?
writing down the cards? Yep.
Karen Ann.
Okay, Karen Ann, thank you for coming on, and thank you for the beautiful donation, and thank you for your beautiful kind words as well. I think she wrote something about my hair being longer, and
we talked about that because Antoinette has not the possibility to go to a hairdresser due to the and I think it's amazing. Thank you.
I am not able to go to a hairdresser, and yes, so I'm having to and it means that it's going to keep growing until I'm able to go, but I will only trim. I'm actually fallen in love with this long hair again, and it means that I'm embracing my feminine. So it probably would have had to take COVID to be able for me to leave my hair grow this long, but the universe has worked its magic, and I'm actually loving it. Brings me much more supports my feminine. So thank you for that beautiful comment, Karen Ann. Okay, Karen Ann, now did she ask something specific, Kaya? Do you know?
No, I haven't read something specific.
Okay, great. All right, Karen Ann, general guidance for November for Karen. Whoops. Okay. So Karen, and from my deck, you have the card Believe. Believe and you will never lose your way. So I'm being drawn to talk about last week, which I think you may have seen. I drew a card of the week on Monday, and the card of the week was worth, about self-worth. So I think this is also linked to self-worth and believing and you will never lose your way. So your guides are wanting to obviously tell you to believe in yourself, to believe in the universe, to trust that the universe has your back, which is one of the themes we're talking about for November. So it's always going to be a curvy road, and it's not going to be a straight line from start to finish, you know, and for me it means that, you know, your life has been very up and down, and look, let's face it, everybody's life is up and down. We all go through ebbs and flows, and I think the curves in this card are indicative of the ebbs and the flows that we go through. And it's really, really difficult at times when we're in that ebb, or we're in that, you know, really essy part, you know, of the road, to keep believing. And if you can see it, the arrows on the card are actually yellow. So it's all about having belief in oneself and belief in the universe and belief in the higher purpose, and belief that whatever is meant to come to you will come to you. And it's again linked to that theme of surrender, and I guess surrender is all about having belief in the higher power, belief in the universe, believe that you will receive what is meant for you, belief in yourself, belief that things will work out the way that they're meant to work out. And as we go through those curves and those turns, and sometimes we may want to turn back, you know, when you probably have them over there as well, but when you have those signs on the road, wrong way, go back, you know, no entry, or, you know, that you're going the wrong way. I think in the past that you've actually felt that within yourself, like, oh no, I've gone the wrong way, I want to turn around and go back. And sometimes, you know, well, we can't go back, but we can only change what we do going forward. So, but I have a feeling that you do struggle with that you tend to go back, and you tend to sit there and look, you know, it's great for us to, we have to feel what we're going through. I think the key is not to be stuck, like when we're in these circumstances where we hit a curve, or we may swerve off the road, you know, and try to get back on track. I think the key with you, Karen Ann, is to actually, in those moments, draw on that belief, draw on that faith, draw on that surrender. Feel what you're feeling, like allow yourself to feel whatever emotion you're feeling in that moment that you're feeling that stress or that anxiety, or that things are not going the way that you want them to go. But then once you allow yourself to feel it, don't stay there. You have the belief and the faith that you'll be able to continue, gather the knowledge that you've gained through the lessons that you've learned during your experiences in your life. Use that experience, use those lessons. That will create more faith, they're saying. That will create more faith. Look back on how far you've come. Look at all the obstacles, like, you know, the curves in the road are obstacles. Look at all the obstacles you've been able to overcome. The main thing is you need to believe in yourself and believe that you are being supported and you're being held. And the lessons and the experiences of the past are there to give you knowledge and bravery and courage for you to be able to push through these obstacles, these twists and turns. No one has a straight line from start to finish. And, you know, if you want to say there is no start and there is no finish, because you know, it's all infinity. But to know that when you rear off the road a little bit, it's totally fine, and it's okay not to be okay. You know, it's, we all jump off the wagon, we all sometimes jump off the curb, or we as long as it's not going into smash into a tree, but we all get off the road, you know, and it's difficult sometimes for us to pull ourselves back up and get back on the road. And what will do that is belief in yourself and belief in what you are doing, and to have that faith and that level of courage and bravery that you have. You are a very strong woman, and you've been through a lot, and you've been through a lot of these turns. So now it's time to gather all that information and all that knowledge to push you forward, to push you through any of these obstacles that may come in your way. We're always going to have something coming up. You know, it's not a steady flow, but to have that belief, you know, believe and you will never lose your way. So to focus on that belief. I'm going to go over to Kyra, and then I'll see whether I need to draw another card. Thank you, Karen.
Beautiful. And I have already pulled 2 cards, and this is like, I will show them together because it's like they telling a story, these both together.
Perfect.
The first one, I pulled this first, and it's Wiegend, it's lullaby. And I was so interesting, a man playing music. And while I listened to Antoinette, so what I found interesting, the universe is here in the, I think it's a cello. And the wisdom and a tree as well, Karen, and you have a story with a tree. I did a reading for you. And what the information I get for you, it's like letting your inner man, your masculine, singing a lullaby for you to it's once more about union of the inner masculine and feminine, to let really your inner man hold your inner woman, to give her comfort. That not, I don't know if you have a lot of pain in the left half of your body, but the feeling you are acting out of your feminine power. You're a very strong woman, as Antoinette said. And there is like a mistrust in you. You had not so good experiences with men in your life, and the mistrust of your inner woman towards your inner man as well. Because I think with a good reason, I've got the feeling there was never an experience in your conscious life that a man was really holding you. And as we know, in the meantime, what we wish to experience on the outside, we have to create or start the transformation in ourselves to be able to get that. And this is the image. So this is like, this is the inner feminine here. This is you, your wisdom, your strength. And let you be held and played off in a way to make music, to play a lullaby, to relax your nervous system as well. I've got the feeling as well, you got a lot of stress at the moment. And this is a story for me. Oops, because this is the outcome. Turn off the light. So when you are relaxed, when you go inwards, when you listen to your inner voice, when you maybe listen for the moment as well to your inner feminine side shouting at the man, but you're not there, and the man is saying, "I'm there," and let them express themselves. And let your inner feminine hear that the man is repeating, "I am here, I am here, I am here." Then, through this inner process, the universe goes out again and is creating miracles. And this is, the light is here. So, I don't know if you see that this card has this sparkling coming out as well of this universe in the cello. And after, for me, it's a story. It begins there and then it goes there. That what you wish for, and the last time we had contact, I know that you're in front of, or maybe in the midst of a big transformation of your personal life, and of things changing. making space for something new, and now it's up to you to allow really the new to come in surrendering and also to allow your inner feminine to be held by the inner masculine. This is really the information. Like on this is for me this image. This is your inner masculine holding and giving comfort and playing. At the end, they play together. Maybe the man is doing the action, moving the I don't know what the name in English, this thing to make the music, but the music is coming out of the inner feminine that is whole and feels safe. Yeah. And then the miracles go out. Yeah. So this is what I have for you. I hope this is resonating, and having a look of Antoinette has something to add.
Yeah, I feel like there's another card wanting to come out, Katharina. So this is from The Universe Has Your Back. The universe is really asking you to believe. And if it is around a decision that you've made or making, then to believe that you've made the right decision for you. Because there's always, you know, doubt, or always maybe somebody else's input or opinion that maybe makes you think, oh, did I do the right choice? Did I make the right choice? Yeah, there's hesitancy. The card doesn't want to come out. Okay. Well, there we go. Okay. All right. This is confirmation for what Kaya was saying. I just felt like there was just something, there was another card needed. Oneness is my true nature. So that's a very beautiful card, Katharina. So about what Kai was saying about the man holding the cello and the masculine holding the cello being the symbol of the feminine. The oneness of both your masculine and the feminine coming together as one, in balance, in harmony. And you know, belief is comes from our feminine, I guess. You know, when we relate to belief, it's around, you know, our intuition and all that. So what was the second card that you pulled out, Kaya? I'm just being led to your second card. Right, okay. Yeah. So again, like we're seeing like a circle and very similar colors, you know, the blue and knowing that you are one. So it's bringing the masculine and the feminine together and balancing them together, and knowing that, yeah, it's beautiful how with the cello, because it's like, and it was the bow, he's holding the bow in his hand. So it's actually a symbol to me that the man is not playing against the feminine, like he's actually just holding the cello. He's not actually playing. And I don't believe this is a masculine outside of you, Karen, and I believe it's the masculine inside of you, within you, like, you know, the masculine and the feminine. But it's like he's just holding her, supporting her, and not actually playing. So it's almost like, I hold you, I support you, I support your decisions, I support your choices, I give you believe in yourself, I hold you up, you know, and then together the two sides become one, and the oneness is my true nature. And in fact, it's all of our she's saying I'm nodding through all you say. Okay, good. That's good to know. Thank you, Karen Ann. all my readings are saying trust, believe, go for it, love these cards. Okay, great, awesome. So, you know, and it's a message for everyone that oneness is our true nature. And, you know, on a global scale, there's so much separation at the moment and division, and we need to come back to knowing that we are one. There is oneness within ourselves, and we are one as a collective. So very beautiful cards. So thank you, Karen Ann, for writing that. So it gives us makes us very happy that it's actually resonating and giving you guidance. So okay, thank you so much.
Nathalie, I just will announce, because I had a message from Christiane, we will make photos of all the cards, and you will find them in the comments.
That's why I'm writing it down
tomorrow, and I will do it this evening, but you will have photos of the cards. You can download them if you want to have a relook, and the names as well. And now we come to Nathalie. Nathalie, I'm really sorry that I didn't recognize you. Nathalie is a friend of Christiane, and they both visited me in summer.
Came to visit you.
And she tried so often to come in, had no good internet, and now thank you.
Right, so that's why she said finally it works. Okay, yes. All right, it's all falling into place now. Sorry, Nathalie, that we didn't realize who you were. Sometimes we have, you know, and you're new as well, but yeah, and you're known to Kaya and Christiane. So thank you so much also, Christiane, for donating for Nathalie so that she's able to have a reading. That's really beautiful.
And Nathalie asked, she feels stuck on every level, where to go. And I know she's on a big research, where to live, how to live, and the special question was her ex-boyfriend, if she go back to him and to his place actually as well, not just emotional relationship, move to his or near to him in the region where he lives.
Okay.
Want to start?
Yes. So Nathalie, I feel that because you've asked, I'm being drawn to the question about their ex-boyfriend and whether you should move with him. Is that what she wrote? I can't.
It is the same, not in the same flat, but in the same city. Nathalie is traveling from where around. She traveled a lot in France, searching for a place to live and a farm to live.
Okay.
It would be near to her.
I knew I had to bring this deck for someone, and I haven't used it yet tonight, Nathalie. So this deck is called The Answer is Simple from Sonia Choquette.
This is a good deck. Nathalie is Virgo as well. She has this mind thing going on.
Right. Okay. So we need to simplify. So obviously I needed to bring this deck for you, Nathalie. So thank you so much for coming on. It's great to have you on. So I'm going to use this deck to ask about whether you should, go back to your ex-boyfriend or move to his town. So I'm just going to give it a shuffle. Should never really go back. Okay. I feel like I've got to draw another one from the same deck. So bear with me, Nathalie. Okay. So the first card, so this is probably more so, and it's going to explain a lot as well, because it's when you write that you've been stuck, you feel paralyzed, you can't make a decision, you're anxious, you're in an emotional, stressed state, not able to let things flow. The card that comes out is Clear the Fog.
Make it simple.
So when the deck says simple answers, doesn't necessarily mean that the action behind the card is going to be simple. Just to clear that up, because it does say the answer is simple. However, the action attached to the answer may not be so simple. So it's very fitting that the clear the fog card comes out, because if you look at the card, it's like you're here, sitting here in this present moment, but all you can see ahead of you is the fog. Or if you want to see it the other way, you're in the fog and you can't see the clear you. So, and then there's a tree in between. So I'm going to read it as if this is you here, like you're walking the dog and you're just stuck in this fog, and it's very indicative of the. So if you want to go based on this is where you are in the present moment. So I think then we need to go forward. And I feel like I do have another card, but I feel like this is the first card. Kaya will have her card and then we'll come back. That's what I'm feeling. So clear the fog. I feel like you're overanalyzing everything. I feel like you have so many thoughts in your head that and I think that's what's paralyzing you, in that you have so many potential roads, and it's almost like you're here in the fog and you want to get here to the clear, but you don't know what the path is. And I feel like when there's a tree there, like the tree is standing very tall. However, because you're in the fog, you can't see it. So they're saying to me, you need to clear your energy. You need to maybe get some support in trying to balance your energies. I feel like your energies are very overloaded, like that your chakras are not clear. Like, you know, you're very much in like, if you go with the purple, you're very much in the thought process, like very much in the upper chakras, which means you're not grounding any of those thoughts. Like they're just sort of kind of like spinning around, and you're very into your head. You're very in, and you're not actually being able to process any of those thoughts, because there's a lot of noise coming in and it's just creating a whole heap of chaos. Like I'm getting the image of a lot of entangled wires, not knowing, not making a spark anywhere, but just all these odds and ends of wires that are just all entangled, but they're not making any sense. That's the vision when I tune into your energy, and there's a lot of impetus, like there's a lot of different wires coming in, which probably are different possibilities or different thoughts or different options that you may have at this stage. But there's nothing clear, because everything is a bit of like a tangled chaos. So what I think you need to work on is obviously clarity. How do you get that clarity? Okay, let me just ask how you get that clarity. They want you to be able to clear your head. And again, they're saying to me, clear your energy. And I don't know if you know how to do that on your own, or if you need some support from someone. Clear your energy, because there is a lot of outside input coming in that is confusing you. Like you're in a state of confusion, and it's causing a lot of anxiety. So you need to stop. They're saying you need to stop, because while you're in the fog, they're saying, please don't make any decisions while you're in this fog. You need to be in a clearer space to be able, you need a light shine, and like a light coming in and shining in on you for you to be able to see more clearly. So they're saying to you, there is no time. You don't feel like you need to rush to make a decision, because you won't make the right one. You think you need to hurry. They're saying you think you need to hurry, but know that there is no hurry. This is your life. This is your decisions. Take your time. And I think they're wanting you. I don't know if you connect very well with nature, if you're a nature person, or if you like being out in nature. You need to bring yourself to ground. It's very important for you to ground, because you're not able to make sense of all of these things that are spinning around in your head because you're not grounded, which means you're not in the present moment. You can't focus, you're restless, you're stressed, anxiety, all of that stuff that comes with not being grounded. What I suggest to people, that when we're feeling not grounded and we're feeling up in our heads and up into space and in spirit and not actually part of this earth, to actually spend time in nature in whichever form that takes. And just, I don't know if you meditate, but that would be something really good as well, because you just need to be able to shut off all the noise that's happening around you in each different shapes or forms. That all that noise, all those thoughts, all those options are causing all of this fog. And it will be when you're able to see yourself. I mean, the picture here is like the woman's putting a hand up. I'm here, but the other woman can't see her. So there's all that chaos in between that needs to be looked at, and perhaps even process step by step, take baby steps, and say, okay, but then also go into your heart space, because clarity will come from the heart. And as Kaya said, we need to stop making our decisions or looking for answers from our mind. We have to go to our heart space, because that's how we're transforming now. That's how we're going into new earth. We're going into these new energies. So for me, it's wait. Don't make any decisions until you're clear, until you feel like you're clear, because you need to go from this stage to this stage before you're able. Then if you have a look, the dog is actually then standing up tall and straight and knowing which direction he wants to go. So, but at the moment it's lost here. So to try to answer your question, try to have some sort of clarity before you make a decision on whether or not you're going to go back to that relationship, or actually make a big change by moving from where you are to another town, and actually go into your heart space and try switch off some of that noise that you have going on in your mind. I'm going to push over to Kaya, but there is another card, but I feel like Kaya has to speak first. So
yeah, it's so interesting when I listen, and I already had pulled 2 cards telling a story, but that just, before I show the cards, what was coming in, Nathalie, I was a bit, we were in contact when you were searching for places, and what is the big information coming in, what you search on the outside, you first have to find in yourself. That all these searching for a place to live is actually the search for yourself. And I've got the feeling there's something really big coming up at the moment, or through the search and not finding place, and not knowing after 3 months of traveling where to go, that this noise in your head is really that you have still a lot of very powerful working belief systems planting through your family lines. Your soul has brought them with you, and this cleaning of the fog is really something profound. Your headspace is always where you try to find in yourself, and then you get lost. And I had this image really when Antoinette said meditating, sitting on the earth, connecting with the earth, and feeling your body touching the earth, going. It's so needed that you go in your body at the moment. Your nervous system is so overloaded because you're not in your body. And now you make a lot of sport. This is already good, but going in stillness also in your body, not just in movement, because this moving has one part where you feel your body, but another part you're running away again from something. And I show you the second card I pulled first, because the first one is like where it's going to, and this is the Amazon. She's fighting, and I think this is something you know very well. You're a very strong person, and you have a huge wisdom. You're very open in your third eye here, and you have visions. You're a fine person. You're an empath as well. You take a lot from others, and this is a big task for you as well, to go to come back to yourself and really find out what you want, what this Nathalie, this true Nathalie want. And here for me, the subject is also in balancing the masculine and the feminine, but first of all, really this is a very headspace card for me. Very light, very up there. And this is something you're good at. You can channel as well, something you start to explore, you get informations, you're very connected on the upper space. And this is for me the representation, and this is open and vast, and you have visions, beautiful visions, but how to bring them to earth first of all. And then for me it's really finding this home you're searching for in yourself. And this is interesting. This is something Anka we had with Anka as well. My feeling is you can't find it on the outside. You can try thousands of possibilities how to live when you haven't found it in yourself. What means home for you, for Nathalie, not for all these ideas you have. It's kind of ideas and concepts how to live, what would be good for you. It is really, you have to feel it with your body, and for this you have to come into your body. And the first card I pulled is die Schöpferin, the creator. And what is so amazing from her, when you see she is very connected and has ideas and creativity, but it comes not out of her head. But here it comes from the root chakra, comes from the base. And this we don't see the face. She is very rooted in her body. And for me, this is the way also to get out of the fog, because the fog is taking place here. And all new idea and have to go, and is it a good thing? Is it not a good thing? And I'm a Virgo as well. I'm a mindfucker sometimes. Sorry. I can go so lost, and I start to explore my ego, how really fine, delicate, and raffinate. What's the English word when it's raffine? It's really, it's so clever. My ego is so clever. It knows absolutely how to get me.
Yeah.
It even uses spiritual terms to get me, to convince me to not do things or to do things. It is smart, really smart. And I got your mind is this as well. And another information I got for you, what if you don't invest all your mind and all your energy in what possibility else, and just focus on the possibility in front of you. You can't see at the moment because of the fog, but it is in front of you. It is, this image is so interesting. When I saw your card, Antoinette, I had really that both persons on the card are you, and try to see yourself, but you can't because of all these and actually they have to come together. It's not about waving through the fog and saying, yes, I see you there. And then you look another, I see you there as well. And I see you there. It is, the both have to come together to get this grounding and creating. And you have this power of creation. You're a very powerful person. And I know you want to create a community for another living together, and you have this power, you can do that. And it can't be out of the wish to find the outer place where you finally find at home. It has to come out of finding your home in yourself, and then everything will fall in place anyway. I hope this makes sense, and I give to Antoinette if she has to add something.
Yeah, definitely. I that's why I got the feeling this one, and then your cards will explain more of that, or more of this, and they have, because it comes back to these two women becoming one.
Yes.
Not being separate, you know, and not having this barrier. It's almost like the fog is a barrier that's actually stopping you from seeing yourself. And listening to what Kaya said, and often it's the conditioning and the belief systems and the that we have put on us. We haven't chosen for them. They've been put on us from, you know, ancestors or parents or family or friends. And or when we're wanting to break out of those belief systems, it causes a lot of confusion, because it's what we have to unlearn, what we thought we knew, and then learn again. And the only way that we can learn again is by going within and actually finding ourself, rather than a version of ourself that is made by other people. I hope that makes sense. That's what they want me to say to you. That you've lost yourself because you've become what the belief systems are, or what the conditioning is. So once you clear the fog, the next card is spread the light. And it's interesting that the two cards actually have purple on the top. And I was listening to Kaya saying about your third eye, and it's about your intuition. So it's really time to work on that third eye. And I know there's a lot of meditations that you can do on YouTube, or perhaps find a meditation that you can actually, a guided meditation, if you're not used to meditating and it's difficult for you, particularly if you're up in your headspace and not grounded. But again, we talk about grounding in the base chakra and bringing all of this fog down into and grounding it into your base chakra. But the third eye is our intuition. And that's where you will be able to listen to what your soul is trying to whisper to you. So I think you obviously have that ability to be able to connect, and also being an empath. So you're also carrying a lot of energy that doesn't belong to you, and that might be something that maybe need to be cleared, or, you know, released, or at least looked into. Does this belong to me, or is it somebody else's? That might also help to clear that fog, because you could be carrying a lot of energy that doesn't even belong to you, Nathalie, and that's very common for empathic and sensitive people. So, but to me, that then once you do all this, you'll be able to be like a beacon and look at all those beautiful lights that you'll be able to, the light will show you the way, they're saying to me. Like once you have that clarity, then you can start building your path. Like you can start building the way that you're going to go, because you have clarity and you have light. So, you know, and if you look at the two cards, they're the opposite, direct opposite of each other. Like one is fog and then one is light. And then the middle cards were Kaya's cards, which were going to tell you how to go and do it. And then you'll be able to, because that was distinct about, show her this card, but then Kaya will go and then this one will finish. So this is the path, and then you'll have that light to be able to show you where to go. So I hope that helps, Nathalie.
Yeah,
You've got something else, Kaya?
Yeah, just want to add this for sure. This travel you have made this summer is on another way, traveling towards you. So this voyage you made to explore, and being a lot of time alone as well, and seeing different systems, this helps you. It's just, you will not find on the outside what you search, as long as you haven't found it here.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that you have now to work 10 years through all the trauma before you find yourself. It can all happen at the same time. And in the meantime, it's really
absolutely, yeah.
It's just the direction for me. It's towards this, to ground, to really ground, to go inwards, to feel your body, to just listen to your breathing, to feel your belly, to have one hand on the belly. And the simple thing, as Antoinette said, not complicated, not thinking, not here, just putting one hand on the heart, the other one on the belly, sitting. And when you go up and go up and coming back and feeling your hands and feeling your breathing, like a daily exercise to nature, go in nature, and slowly, not running, slowly, steady.
Slowly. Yeah, take the time, because they said to me, you're in a hurry, like you think there's a time limit, but there isn't a time limit, because there's only divine timing. That's the only timing. Time is an illusion. So and sit and actually just listen to your breath, and that will also tune you inwards, and will also just a simple thing as listening to the inhale and the exhale, it will calm you, and it will bring you back into your body, because you can't stay up here in space. We're human beings. We have to be grounded to earth and into action. So I hope that helps, Nathalie.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming and joining us. Please write if that resonates for you.
Yes, please, if it is helpful. So we have Tom coming in. Hello, Tom. So actually we will do our last reading for today now. We are already later than we used to, and we do these readings now on donation basis. So please come back next month if you're interested, and read the description box. In the description of the event, you will find a link to make donations. Whatever you can pay, it's not about big amounts, it's just a big exchange. We're giving, you're giving. Thank you for everybody who has.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you for being with us. I love to do that, and I love to do this with you, Antoinette, a lot, really.
Yes, same here. We always have so much fun, and there's always so much wisdom that comes out, and like I said earlier, we are very privileged to that you trust us to read for you. Yes. And we don't take that lightly at all, and we very much love hearing how the messages resonate, and how you're able to take that guidance and use it for the month forward, going forward. So thank you so much all for your support, and it means so much to us that you've made donations. Yes. And it's very, very kind, and very, very balancing for us as well, in terms of how much we give and how much we receive, which is, I know, a very big lesson for me, and also a very big lesson for Kaya.
What was the reading in November? Giving and receiving, receiving and giving. So we have to
That's right. The balance. So yeah. Okay, so we've got Zahra to go. This will be the last reading for tonight.
Yes.
Okay, Zahra, beautiful Zahra must have fallen asleep doing her laundry tonight.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I'm happy that she's sleeping.
Okay, Zahra, we're going to give you some guidance about November.
And Zahra is not here. We don't know if she wants special guidance.
So we'll just give you normal general guidance for November, Zahra. I'm sure you tried to stay up.
Maybe she's falling asleep with her laundry, sleeping in the midst of her laundry.
Maybe she's wrapped up in her laundry, sleeping on her couch, because yeah, that would be Zahra, wouldn't it? Beautiful Zahra, I have this card for you for November, Mother.
Wow.
You are rising, beautiful one. You are rising. Your Kundalini, the transformation is rising. And there's this beautiful, I feel such a beautiful divine feminine energy when I tune in. and there's so much compassion and love and understanding and patience, and the nurturing of yourself, and it's beautiful because you've actually have been taking that on. And I remember months ago, you know, we may have said something about you nurturing yourself, and you know, and self-care, and focusing on what you would like to do and where you want to go. And I know that you've been focusing a lot on your career, and you've stepped back from your spiritual work, which is beautiful, because you've had a lot of time, and you've stuck to that decision. And for that, you know, my absolute respect, because you've stuck to that decision and you've nurtured yourself through that time. You've allowed yourself to feel, you've allowed yourself to understand yourself, you've allowed yourself to self-care, to look after yourself. And I know that you are an amazing mother to Nico, but it's also being a mother to yourself, you know, and the divine feminine rising, you know, it's almost like the phoenix is rising from the ashes, but it's the mother, like it's the divine feminine, it's the sassy Zahra that we love, like you've got that sass back, lady. That's what I feel like. It's just there, and you've gone through a lot of stuff, and you've cleared a lot of stuff, and you've released, and you're just on fire. Like you're just on fire, and you're grounded, like you're grounded in the earth. You've gone through your heart space, you know, you've gone through and then into the sky, as if this rising of the phoenix, even though like the picture is about a mother and there's no phoenix there, but it's the fire, like the fire within you, the passion within you has been relit, it's been reignited, and you're just ready to go, lady. You're just ready to go out there and get them. That's what I feel. I feel like there is so much sass coming back, that it's like, I've got this and no one is going to stop me, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and watch out, world, because I'm coming to get you. That's what I feel like. I feel like you're getting, and I think I might have frozen on that, but hopefully you can still hear me. I'll just wait. Are you there, Kaya? Yeah,
yes.
We're all good.
Yeah.
She's got sun all over her face. So a very beautiful card, and your guides want to congratulate you on how much you have stuck to your guns, and how much you've actually achieved, and how determined you've been. And there's been times where it's been tough. You know, they say, we recognize that there's been times when you've been tough, but as the card says, the role of mother takes many forms. And I think you're going to start exploring a few more ways in which you can nurture, and in which you can show compassion and love. And it might possibly be through your work. I'm not sure. It could be through your work. And I really think you do that through your work anyway, because I know that you take a very personal approach with your clients, it's like finding different ways for you to nurture yourself, but also to nurture others, because the role of mother takes so many different forms. But so much orange, so much divine feminine, your creativity, your intuition, you know, not being afraid of change, just going and taking that leap of faith and trusting and surrendering, which is another theme of this month. You know, just remembering who you are inherently, you know, remembering what you came here to do. And I feel that your feminine is rising and rising and rising, and it's just this coil, you know, the Shakti is just rising, that Kundalini is just rising, and there's no stopping you, Zahra. There's absolutely no stopping you. And there's a determination there that you can just reach for the stars, and there's going to be opportunities coming in where you're going to be able to show that nurturing side that you have, and that's how you support others, you know, and how you really want the best for all of them, and that beautiful universal love that you have within your heart. So I'm going to go over to Kaya and see what she has, but it's beautiful.
You will laugh, Antoinette, when you see the card.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look.
Phoenix rising, the feminine power, the curves,
right,
all the chakras aligned, and she's creating the world.
Wow, very similar cards.
Yeah. And I really see you. There was a long black hair with your beautiful feminine curvy body, and the card is called communication, and I see this is communicating on many levels. I might listen to you, Antoinette, to this there is a step back from your spiritual work on with clients, but you did actually you embody this spiritual work, or you have fused it with your main work, and you did another work now and got an upgrade as well, because this whole power is going in, and this word unstoppable, I think it's visible in this card. She creates what she wants. She is illuminating the world and spreading her love and light everywhere where she's coming out of the fire. So this passionate energy, or like the phoenix rising, is really, really good image. And you have the blue and the yellow, the feminine power and the masculine, all in this. And I got another card, and it's interesting because we already had this card. It is again Lullaby, Vegan.
Balance.
And I just, what I get instantly, this is you're a really good mother. You embody your role as a mother really, really good. You're really good in your work, and something's missing. I can't come back. Where's this man on your side, this strong man who can hold you like this one is holding the cello? I hope this is not too private to say it here on Facebook in a live. And I got a really similar feeling like for Karen Ann with this card. So how much do you allow your inner man to hold your inner woman? How much can you do? It's kind of baby steps to trust in yourself, this masculine to hold you before this can manifest on the outside. And it's interesting because in your work you embody those aspects perfectly. For your son, you embody those aspects perfectly. So there is a huge part of integration has taken place already. Because in your work, it's so it is really the merging of the masculine and the feminine, what you do there. You got the impulses, you got the creativity, all these feminine wisdom, and bring it in action and bring it out through the masculine energies. And to behold by a man, really to behold, is an experience I think you have never had, like most of us in our lifetimes here. And for sure, it starts always with ourselves. And see, when this is an image of your inner masculine, he is ready to hold your inner feminine. He is ready to play music on her, with her, but not going over her. It's not using her. It is making music together. And she has to trust him. And this is not an easy work to do. I know it by myself so good. In myself. So I will ask, and maybe Antoinette is asking this already, what will help on this aspect. So one thing is just, as you have the experience how to do this through your work, where you're really in unity with both hands, through your being a mother. So make a research, and inner research, how this feels. In your work, it's totally naturally, this union.
Yeah.
So maybe it would be interesting to really make like an exploration when you're in action in your work, in unity with both paths. How this is taking place, to learn it for your private, for this aspect of relationships as well. This is coming through, and I give to Antoinette now because she has more information.
Okay. About that card with the cello, I'm just picking up some more information about. It has to be. They're saying to me, with a man, it has to be on an equal playing field with you. Mm-hmm. You've grown and you've evolved so much now that if we take again the cello being the feminine and then the masculine, but this time I'm taking it outside, like you being the cello and then a man coming in that he's holding you, is in supporting you at the level that you're at. Mm-hmm. So it has to be an even playing field. It can't be one wanting to control the other or the other wanting to control the other. It has to be, and I think, and the card that's come out now, and I think this is relating to a relationship with a man, is I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love.
Oh.
So that's a really deep card, Zahra, and I'm feeling the depth as I say it, the depth that fear that a pattern will repeat itself, that fear that in terms of a relationship, the pattern of a relationship will repeat itself. And in the past, you've chosen that fear, but you've now chosen love instead. So, and there's such a deep and profoundness, you know, we have the sun and the moon and the opposites, you know, the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. And it's like the writing on the card is in the middle. So it has to be on a level playing field. Like it can't be one extreme or the other. You know, you can't be in control. He can't be in control. You both have to be on a level. And there's beautiful purple in that card. So it's going to be around intuition, you know, around the third eye, around the third eye chakra. But it says I recognize. So it's about recognizing that you have that fear, that subconsciously you still have that. You may still have it. I think you still do have it, that you have that deep fear of a pattern repeating. So come to the place of balance, come to a place of love, and then that fear will go, which I totally think you're capable of doing because you've done so much inner work and you've done so much healing. That's why they want you to go back and see how far you've come. So it's that nurturing that you've done and that being a mother to yourself, in that understanding, be now that nurturer to yourself about that fear that you've chosen in the past, that you still may be able to be feeling now, and then make the choice to not be in fear but to be in love, and then opportunities will open. Beautiful card. I hope that helps, Zahra. Yes. I can give you some sort of guidance for November and going forward, and how to how to move forward, because you are one sassy lady.
Yes, and you can be that in a relationship as well.
That's right.
Just, this is something, and I think this is to honor for all of us. You know, I'm on the same point. We don't know ourselves in an equal relationship. We never have experienced that.
Mm.
So we all wish for that, and we don't know how to do that. And this sassy lady here can have a sassy man. I don't know if you do that. Say that. Powerful.
She has to, because they have to be equal.
Yes, yes. And this is a beautiful and also deeply frightening experience, because this is a land we are never were. You never was there. There is no experience in your system. So this is not an easy step to do.
No, and dealing with that fear is not easy step, you know, and you
to
need
honor
to
this. To honor this, to honor ourselves in this, and not say, okay, we wish for that, we are ready on every level. Maybe we are ready on every level, but it is still the unknown land. So
yeah, and the unknown is always going to bring fear.
Yes.
It's all, and fear is nothing to be ashamed of, you know, and to love that fear, to hold that fear, to honor that fear, to embrace that fear and say, I hear you, I see you, I love you, you know, and to transform that fear into love will open up, you know, more opportunity.
And not project it on the other one and saying, okay, this is still not the right one, because it brings up fear in me. Because it's not, he brings up fear. This is our system in fear to make these new experiences, even when we're longing for them. I know this very well. I'm at the point.
I do too.
I talk about it.
Yeah, and it's knowing that it's not saying that you're bringing up the fear in me. We ourselves are bringing up the fear in ourselves, and
our
it's
egos,
having
our systems shouting and saying, "Don't go here, there. You don't know that this is so dangerous. We don't go there." Yeah, it's really powerful. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Zahra, and thank you for your donation.
Yes.
So we have a couple of more people. Kavita, I'm sorry, we're actually gone overtime tonight. We were supposed to finish half an hour ago. We invite you to please come back next month. We are now doing the readings based on donation, cost by donation, and there is no set amount, so it's whatever you're guided to donate. So please come back and join us in December. And also Tom, was it Tom?
Yes, it was Tom.
Also come back. Whew. What another beautiful experience we have had. Is there any other comments that you can say, Kaya?
No, just that. And what I can say, any one of you who want to go deeper and then connect with people, I had this feeling we had once more a very homogenic group with a lot of common topics. We will do a wisdom gathering circle next Sunday, also on donation based. If you would like to come in we meditate together, we deep in the energies, we go in, we give tools. There's space to exchange.
We hold space for each other.
Yes.
We use whatever tools come in, and we also give, guidance and advice, and we share together. It's an open space where we're all equal and we're all in a mutual space of respect. So if you would like to join that, please, you can either write in the comments, or we will be putting out an announcement in the next day or so. You can contact us with the detail through email. It's private, in a private group on Zoom. It's not alive on public Facebook. So if you would like to join that, please then keep an eye out for the announcements that are coming up. Also, I've got another interview with Todd Medina coming up. Well, not interview, session, show, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful, holding space together. Coming up this week on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Sydney time. So if you're around and you want to join, it'll be up on Todd Medina's Soulology Studios page. So you can come and check us out, having a beautiful chat together. So.
I will watch the replay because it's not so really my time.
No, that's all good. Any other announcements?
No, just to wish you the best for November.
And again, thank you all so much for the beautiful donations.
Yes.
It means so much to us to be able to have that equal value of energy exchange, and we're very, very grateful for your support and your trust in us to read for you. So thank you all so much for coming on, and we really appreciate you, and have a beautiful, beautiful November. Enjoy remembering and sit and receive those messages from Spirit that are coming through for us, and happy 11/11 as well, which we're coming up to in a few days. So okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye for now. Have a lovely November.
Yes.